I had a friend of mine, actually she used to be my sister-in-law, we're still friends. She told me at church Sunday, she said, I've been watching your videos and you're crazy. I said, and you didn't know that? I think she was shocked that my level of craziness, I actually put it on YouTube. So I was like, you didn't know that all the years that we were family? So, but we were just talking about the joy of the Lord. And of course she was laughing about me and my mom making some videos too. But we were talking about the joy of the Lord and how that it's contagious and how that he wants us to share. And she's always been a very quiet, subdued person. But I mean, she's been in education, so she's really, you know, I guess she can be both, but she's just not what you'd consider a loud personality at all. And so she said, you know, lately I've just been studying about the Lord and just, you know, we went somewhere and I started talking to the woman about the Lord and she was going, honey, let me tell you. And I said, that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to share what he's done for us with others. That's being light. And I was like, yay! She said, you're crazy on there. And I said, I know, but I love it. It's just me. What can I say? So, I'm leaving the house late. It's like 3 o'clock. I do quit talking when cars are turning right beside me so that they don't think I'm completely insane. It's 3 o'clock. I'm going to get Mama Love and just ride her around for about an hour or hour and a half. Got plenty of gas. And just get her out. Guys, there's nothing that we can do. There's nothing that we can do. So, I've been going up there, but I think it's kind of time to get her out of the house. I got my glasses. I got my new lenses in my glasses. I've kind of been liking my look. I don't necessarily like my look always, but I kind of liked not having glasses on all the time. But y'all, I can look down. I mean, because I had perfect 20/20 vision. Isn't that amazing? Looking out, but then like when I'd look down at my dash, I can't read it. It's blurred. And so this gives me kind of the best of both worlds. I'm having to adjust because there's a tiny, tiny bit of prescription in the top, and then the bottom is very strong that I still need for reading glasses. So I don't know, I guess you'll see me mostly in glasses. It's really hectic to change your glasses constantly, and I love, and I may still wear when I'm driving just regular sunglasses sometimes because I've enjoyed that. And then these turn to sunglasses when I get out, so still cost me $400. That's where your expense comes with glasses. With me maturing more, with my eyes being mature. So I have not even showered today, and the reason I haven't is because I'm gonna put a deep conditioner on my hair and leave it on for a long time. And then I'm gonna put a little soft tanner on tonight before we go off for the weekend. I mean, do I really care? But I just kind of like for my legs to look like I'm not dead. I am white. My daddy was blonde and blue-eyed. You see mother's got them dark brown eyes, but I'm white. I am. They could put a picture of me in the dictionary as a white woman. That's what I am. So, but I have been drinking water the last couple days. Actually, them had bought me a Yeti a few years ago. She has one this size. Oh, you got to turn around, Suzanne, so it says Yeti. I mean, my goodness. If you're gonna have a Yeti, they had in a pretty bronze color too. But I am just not drinking enough water, and so I think I've already drank like 3 of these today. And I bought the extra lid with a straw, and I've put some Propel and a little bit of Crystal Light in it. The Propel has got what in it, Suzanne? It's got, yes, what? I can't remember. Or as John says, I can't know. What's Propel got in it that's good for you? Not antioxidants, but something. Anyway, but I've been keeping that filled up, and when I go off this weekend, I'm gonna keep it full, and I'm gonna make John have to stop at the bathroom all the time. We're just going off for a few days by ourselves, His work, y'all, has been so stressful. I'm just telling you, it's crazy. But he just called me a while ago, and he had the lady on the line from the retirement system of Alabama. He's getting everything lined up and finding out about how we need to do our insurance, because we both worked at a state education facility. We both have always just carried our own insurance. And I think it's going to be cheaper for him to move over to family coverage, because I got grandfathered in, grandma'd in, before the state insurance went up. So, boy, I'm just chatty Cathy today, aren't I? Just started out and just chatty. But I wanted to talk about a subscriber that has just been really, really, I don't give her back what she gives me, but I feel like I have been a good outlet for her, and I read everything she sends me, and she sends me a lot, and I love to read it, and one day I'm going to sit down and respond to everything. But I got this sweet little card, and it's from Tinsley Wright. Tinsley lives in Kentucky, and she has shared a lot of stuff with me, and she sent me a gift hanging, good Lord. She sent me a gift, and it is a plant hanger. It's the dark green kind with a chain, and she said, I just thought about y'all with all your flowers and everything. And Tinsley, what I'm gonna do is, because the flowers are starting to melt down, and I need to do y'all another picture. I'll try to remember that, because they have been the most gorgeous. We had a guy that lives down in our community. He rides a golf cart, and he came down the driveway the other day, and he said, these flowers, he said, I can see them from the road. They're gorgeous. And he said, who gets credit? And I went, him. And he said, well, it's kind of a joint credit, because you helped me pick them out. And I said, yeah, but you did all the hard work. But I've been helping him keep them watered too, which we've had to have a lot of water. But anyway, so she sent me a plant hanger, and thank you so much, Tinsley, for that. She writes me, this was a short one. She writes me some long notes and just shares things with me. And she just said she'd gotten it free, and she'd just been racking her brains out trying to figure out what to do with it. She thought about me, and that's so precious. So Tinsley Wright from Kentucky, thank you so much for your sweet letters. I just have some of the best subscribers ever. I swear, I am just spoiled. Because it's, things that a lot of thought are put into. It's not just like flamboyant gifts. Not that I'd want anybody sending me flamboyant gifts, unless, you've got a couple 100,000 laying around that you want to put in your will for me, and I'll make sure and spend it on something good for God. If you tell me, put this into something for the church, honey, I will, in a heartbeat. I don't think that's going to happen, but we just never know. I'm just putting it out there, okay? Well, I'm pulling in here to get Miss Daisy, and gonna take her riding around. So we're gonna do that, and we'll be right back, because I want to get her on here today. I'll see you in a minute. You better be good, because I got you on video.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, my God.
Oh no, no,
I
no.
wonder, consider all. Lord, I've dropped this phone more times than the law allows. It's time to get a new one. I probably got this one cracked up. You cracked me up.
I didn't crack you up.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
If I hadn't come and got you, I wouldn't have never done
Well,
it.
now that part, we don't want to run over full Jessica.
We don't want to run over our help. Ooh, she got that house smelling good.
Yeah.
Got that house smelling good.
Sure, you're at a warmer age, you can't do all that.
Well, it's just different because she's doing it consistently. And it's good for her, it's good for you, it's good for me.
I mean, her has a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I tell her crazy things. You ain't never heard nothing like that.
She got, mother told her earlier when she was taking her blood pressure that she was so bossy. She was bossy. She told mother to uncross her legs. You're not supposed to have your legs crossed when you take your blood pressure. Mother said, you're so bossy, I can't even poot.
We have
She was
fun.
cracking up.
We have fun.
Might as well have fun.
Yep.
Because life is short.
You got that right.
And life ain't always fun, is it?
No, life's not always fun. Well, I tell you what you do. You do have to do the best you can with what you got.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to laugh. I just came and got her. Taking her riding around.
And I look like a woolly booger.
Well, look at me. What have you been doing today?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
As little as possible. I cleaned up the house. I mean, done what I had to do this
You
morning.
been fighting with the dog?
She has been very tacky this evening.
How's she now?
She had her toy. And if I go to touch it, she was going to eat me alive.
Oh, is that what y'all were talking about?
Yeah.
Put it up.
Yeah. And she will run and get it. And if you get after her, she's going to get...
She needs to be disciplined.
Well,
Disciplined.
yeah, she does. She really needs... The only time that she is disciplined is when she goes to bed.
Mama, this is a Yeti.
Huh?
This is a Yeti.
What the devil's a... Pardon me. What's the devil? What's
the devil?
I know what a devil is. I think I'm one of them. But,
It's a Yeti. It's a Yeti cup. That's what I was telling you that I'd gotten to drink my water in.
oh, okay, Yeti. Does it make any difference from being a Yeti?
Oh, it's so cold. It keeps everything so cold.
Oh, okay.
And they make them like them at Walmart, but we were just at a sporting goods place buying ammo the other day. Had to get us some ammo. It's a lot.
I'm glad you're not drunk.
I am too. No, but I look like a booger bear, but I'm gonna put a deep conditioner on my hair after dinner and do me some self-tanning so that I'll be real bronzed.
You want to be sexy is what you want, but
there's a lot of things I've wanted that have never come true, and that might have been one.
You're like me. God, you ain't got that thing on there.
Yeah, but I'll have to edit it.
I forgot about that. Got the thing about it. God, that's awful.
It's on, but I'll edit.
Well, what can you put in his place?
I'll just cut it completely out.
In other words, that won't get around. Will it?
That's where you call splice it. Splice it, dice it, and take it out.
Would that be tough? Oh, Lord. We used to think these people down here were so highfalutin.
Well, I can see, because I bet you these were some cute little houses back in the day.
We thought they was hot stuff.
Mama, you need to tell everybody what happened going down this hill when your brother was driving the school bus.
Yeah, I know. Oh, about this time? Well, they were all up. He was racing up the truck, and the other boys was real proud about it. And they was all up around him.
Racing up the bus.
Racing the bus up. But we go under this bridge here.
This is a train trestle.
And there's an old truck come out right here. It caused it. And then we went off in that hole right there.
Where the creek is.
Right smack.
A school bus.
Yeah.
How many kids do you think were on it?
There wasn't a whole lot of school kids. And I'm going to tell you another thing. That old
Her
bus,
brother was driving it. And he probably, was 16, 17?
Yeah, and he took it. He tore the door down to get us out. And another thing, too, there was a whole lot of kids in there, but there was a bus that had seats down the side, on each side, but then they had some square seats in the middle.
Really?
Yeah. And
you mean the seats turned sideways instead of like they sit now?
You'd put a row of regular ones up there. Well, then they'd have some up against the side of the wall. But, well, I was in the back seat in the middle of one of them buses. I guess that's one reason I didn't. Well, nobody got hurt. But
By God's grace. By God's grace. Because that's a steep little creek to go down in.
Herman tore that door out and got us all out. Well, none of
But you know what? I remember in the 70s that students could drive school buses. I can't even comprehend.
we was going to school. That rode the bus all the time.
But even that would have been in the 30s, 40s. But even in the 70s, early 70s, can you imagine a teenager
acting too bright?
I'm telling you, what a decision.
Herman not tore up everything he got hold of.
That was Mother's brother. So the day that we buried Mother's oldest sister, and Mother took care of her for years. She would go to her house 4 to 5 days a week, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And just cook for her, and I mean, Mother did a lot of caretaking. And she had 2 brothers that were 2 pistols, I'm telling you. And the back where Daddy's buried, my Aunt Hazel's buried there. Well, one brother was locally, he was close to Birmingham, but the other one was from Phoenix, Arizona. He had lived out there for years and years. And I'd given anything. There's times in your life when you capture a picture in your mind, you don't have that picture. But the minute I captured it in my mind, I remember saying, I wished I had a picture of that. Because my Uncle Erskine, Uncle Erk, he is Labriska Hemphill's. We've talked about her before. He is Labriska Hemphill's daddy. And
He's buried.
yeah, and so he, so after they had buried their oldest sister, they pull off from the cemetery. It's my Uncle Erk and my Uncle Red. And Uncle Erk had straw hats, just like that you wear just to protect your head, you know. But he had straw hats in his truck, and when they got in that truck and pulled down the road, they both put a straw hat on, and coming down out of that cemetery, it was just the cutest picture you have ever seen. And I was like, oh my gosh, the minute it happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I wished I had a picture of that. And it's captured here, but I didn't have it. So then my Uncle Red goes home, and then just a matter of weeks, we find out that he has advanced stages of leukemia, and he passed away very soon after that.
She had to hire somebody to come in and redo that room.
Yeah. And so it really is a special picture, you know, in your mind. Let's go up this one. When you think about that was the last time you ever saw him. But that was the cutest.
He came down here, and me and him, I told him, I said, when you come down here one day, I want me and you just to run around all day long. And we did, and I never saw him anymore after that. Now, me and Herman done good together.
That's the reason I'm so fanatical about pictures. I just, you know.
Me and Herman had a lot of fun together.
Yeah.
Now, Erskine was older.
Yeah.
All he done is hunt girls. I'm not exact, whatever.
So we're at the cemetery where Mother's parents are, and my aunts. And
if I don't start doing better, I'm gonna be up here with them.
Oh Lord. There's Mama Rogers,
and there's Hazel, and the babies, and different things.
Great grandparents.
And Uncle Mitch over yonder.
Uncle Mitch over there. So we don't come here very often, but sometimes when we get out, we ride. You know. Looks like Daddy's flowers are gone.
Well, I guess they've cleaned them up.
No, the Uncle Howard's is still there.
Well, I guess somebody thought
somebody stole it. What about that?
Well, good.
Well, I mean, because they're on a brick, they can't blow away, and so Uncle Howard's. Well, let me just take it and put it on Daddy's at least.
Where's it at now?
Right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Daddy's is right here by this little road, and they steal flowers. You're gonna burn in hell for that.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna bother them flowers.
Oh, here they are.
Did you find them? Yeah, they fell off. Did you see that little stone had my name on it? I don't think I want to get out there.
Okay, they're not gonna burn in hell this time. They had fallen.
No, we're gonna look good by
I'd actually set them up at the top. We don't buy very expensive flower arrangements because people steal them.
Every one of them.
Well, that was my lunch. Let me see what I got in here.
And that was what you set out to do.
Yeah, let me see what else I got. You needing something to eat?
Well, it could help a lot.
Oh, there's a pack of cookies. Oh, I packed stuff in there for the boys.
Cookies? Oh, I'm eating up the boys' cookies.
Oh, listen, trust me. Well, I got Daddy's flowers back on there.
Yeah.
So, Mother's name beside there. And so I got to tell you what she told my nephew the other day. They were talking, I don't know what they were talking about the cemetery for or what, but she said, I think when I die, I want y'all to dig a hole and just put a big old fat pig in there next to your daddy and bury me somewhere else. He called me and he said, how does she think of this stuff? And I was, Greg, I said, I don't know.
I've got peculiar head.
She's not right, so I can tell
I
you.
think I'm real right. Y'all can't think of that stuff.
That's what I tell my friends in San Francisco all the time. They love it. I'll say, yeah, you ain't right. You ain't right. And they're like, you ain't right. So I told Greg, he was like, how did she come up with this stuff? And I'm like, that's where you bought all your fabric from them.
Yeah.
From Melva and Margaret.
Yeah, right, right.
And see how blessed you are walking around like, I'm telling you, like a
Well, you know, Suzanne,
an old chicken in her field.
that's the thing about it. It really makes you wonder when you look at all these people.
You've just been blessed, and you need to thank God every
Well,
day.
I do, Suzanne, and
You
I'm
do.
thankful. And I think that
Because
I
mean, it's crazy how I was just looking at people when I went to the doctor the other day. How many people are young people in wheelchairs, and a lot of it's just obesity and not taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of people that are sick too, and I just like, Lord, Mother could walk circles around these young people.
Well,
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing, all right. I get up and do everything that I'm supposed to do.
Why, I go in that bedroom, she has that bed made up from the minute her little butt gets out of it.
And
her
I get my
beds,
bath every other morning.
and washes her hair and
Yep, I sure do.
do all of it.
Yep.
So she is truly blessed. She married too young. She
Yeah.
was not ready to marry.
Well, that was very...
She didn't date, but that was the way everybody did it.
That's
back
the
then.
way it done back in those days. And people were just as stupid as they could be.
Just stupid. I'm talking about stupid. It's like my nephew said, there's too many stupid people alive nowadays because they've devised all these safety mechanisms on stuff. He was telling me that the other day. My two nephews had discussed this. I was telling him what all this car would
Who
do.
was it?
Greg and Matthew.
yeah.
I was telling him what all this car would do, that when you start to go over in another lane, it makes a rubbing noise so that you know. And he said that's the reason there's so many. And I told him, I said, when you go down cruise control, it will stop before it hits another car. It will not. It keeps, you can pick 1, 2, or 3 car lengths. And I said, it will not let you hit the back of a car. He said, that's the reason there's so many stupid people alive today. It's because there's so many safety mechanisms out that didn't used to be. Well, I am dying laughing. I mean, we're on the phone and I am cracking up, and he said, I'm serious. And I said, well, you may be serious and that may be the truth, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a long time. So just remember, every time a new safety mechanism comes out on a piece of equipment or on a car, it's just keeping more stupid people alive.
Greg thought that up.
No, Matthew actually thought it up.
was it?
And then he shared it with Greg. And then Greg gets off and starts thinking about it, and he's like, you know, you're right. And so then he's telling me, well, I'm thinking they were joking about it, and he was dead serious. So he's like, the smarter the cars get, the more stupid people's going to stay alive. A lot of those people have been gone. I'm just like, okay, y'all are killing me. All that stacked rock, though. Somebody's collected some rock from some creek beds through the years. You can't look here, right here in front of this house, this old home place. Look at all the stacked rock over here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I
But
bet
the old
that's,
houses are gone.
Well, it looks
And
like
they're
they've
in a pure hole right there.
in a pure hole. Not just a hole, but a pure hole.
That's what
As
you call-
opposed to
that's your southern talk.
As opposed to a non-pure hole. What is that right there? OMG. Well, we got columns, but we don't have nothing else on the house. That is the scariest looking little house I've ever seen. I think we're just looking at poverty. Pure poverty.
I mean, pure. Just pure.
Pure poverty. There is a lot of poverty down here. Y'all, this was a whole little town. I know I could turn it around, but it's not really anything to see. But it's sad because the depot, we're crossing the railroad tracks right now. And the depot is down there. I have a picture that I had painted for Mother.
Is this where we used to come from school this way?
Yeah, that's the Dora depot was down there. There's a few more houses up.
It was across from my house.
It's right up here. I'm going just hold on, sister.
I know, but I'm trying to
Hold
get
on,
my
sister. I'm going to show you.
I'm trying to get it in my mind with my own brain.
It's right up here on this hill.
Yeah. But that's not it, is it?
No, there was a big house across the road, and it's gone now.
There used
But
to be
look.
a big hole here.
There's the house right there they lived in.
Well,
And-
is there nobody living?
well, there was a car parked there one time, and it looks like the driveway's still
Well,
used.
you can't see the house with the darkness in it.
It's just pure poverty, Mother. Pure poverty. It's poverty.
Now these used to be.
Not
half,
la-
Hey.
Oh,
these
I
were-
bet.
They was highfalutin folks.
But don't you remember that big old white house that sat up there on the hill right
yeah,
there?
and also there was a big church right down here. A great.
Is there a house up there? Ooh.
Wait just a minute. Yeah, there's a church. I mean a house. But there was a big old white church up
I
here.
don't think nobody coming up the road on me.
Well, I don't know nobody ever found this road but us.
That's probably true. I don't want to get in here and get on a nail.
You better get your butt out of here.
Check your surroundings for safety, it just said. Oh, that is the original old house, Mother.
Who's
That big old white house that was up here.
okay.
Don't you remember it? Oh, it was
Don't
beautiful.
go in too far.
I'm
You
not.
might get in something terrible.
I'm not. Look at that.
All of them going to pot.
Look at that. Check your surroundings for
Get
safety.
your hell out of here.
Yeah,
See, the car's got more sense than you have.
that was a beautiful place at one time.
Yeah.
I remember it
And
sitting
they
out
was-
there.
You could not talk to them because they was highfalutin.
Well, they're dead now.
Well, I remember that, but yeah, we're going. She's not too bright today.
What's it telling me?
But this whole and that big church was right up there.
What are you saying? What you saying?
I don't know.
I don't like
It's
backing
there.
out here because it's in a blind spot for show.
Well, you got in a blind spot.
Well, I wanted to see if that old house was in there.
That's that house thing.
It is. It was a beautiful place.
Yeah, and they was
Just
some good-
sad for towns to run
and they was,
down.
when we was going to school here, we was pure.
Well, I bet it was beautiful then.
It was, but everybody was so stuck up. They thought that they was
Bunch
okay.
of stuck-up people, knowing you were a lot cuter than all
I was
of them.
cuter, but I sure was poor.
Yeah.
And
This is where the high schools where she met my daddy. This is where all the trouble began.
yeah, it wasn't exactly trouble with him. I mean, meeting him, it was all the trouble.
I won't never forget the time. This was in my first marriage. I won't never forget the time that Juanita was there and we were all going to eat. This is a cousin of Mother's. And we were all going to eat. I guess I see why this is one way. I hope nobody comes around here and hits my new car. And she was real dramatic, let's to say the least. She was
She
very
really was.
dramatic. And so I'm going to take you by to see my dadgum flowers. You have not seen them.
No, I have not.
Tried to get you over there and you're like, no, I want to go home.
Well, Lord, did I sound like that? I sound like a darn old cat.
You did. You sounded just like that. But anyway, Juanita was going to ask the blessing. Like I said, she was a drama queen.
Yeah.
She was a good one, but she was dramatic. And so we all standing there and we all close our eyes and she's like, Father, as we come before you today, we stand before thee naked. Well, needless to say, everybody that was in there praying took their heads from being dropped and opened their eyes and looked around to see who was,
Everybody was there.
to see who was naked. And I'm telling you, she lost us. She lost us at that prayer. We never regained anything there. Father, we stand before thee naked. I wonder if my boys are out here. I wonder if Karen's brought my boys to Michael. It's the exact time for him to be getting off work. Let's just see.
I didn't know we was even in that community.
Hello guys, now I'm the new entertainment. Just kidding, I cannot drive. I'm not 15
No, we're not big
or
enough to
16.
drive, are we? And I done got so big I can't drive anymore. Are you getting in all right?
Alright, here we go. Everybody, please keep your
Yeah, be
arms.
quiet. Hey, they'll drive
Right,
on.
everybody, please keep your
No, I
arms
can't
and
drive,
feet
baby. I don't
inside
drive
the vehicle
anymore.
at all times.
I've got too old to drive. I can't get
How old are you?
Huh?
Okay, tell me how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I am 93 years old.
93.
Yeah.
But it's kind of rude to ask.
Well, that ain't rude to ask. No, he's my grandson. And for somebody else, it might be.
Look.
I don't mind being annoyed. I'm just like glad the good Lord's let me stay here long enough to see y'all. See, I could have been
Y'all
gone.
had cookies in
That's your mother's, grandmother's. It's not mine.
Please, Gang, do not trim this. This is really important stuff. Look.
When are y'all gonna ever get to go back to school?
No. Well, they said that we're gonna have to start doing Zoom calls on September 1st.
Do what?
I don't want to go back. Zoom calls, like you have to talk to him through a computer.
Hey, Red.
On September 1st.
Sorry, that was scary. You better not have your feet
This
in
is
her
my
seats.
dad.
Because you've been in a shop, you will have black on them and it will not come off
Hey,
her
you're on
seat.
camera.
Papa might not ever let you ride in here again.
You're on camera.
I don't care.
How you feeling, boy?
I'm good. Hang on, let me see.
I think I'm good. I feel good because I got out of the house for a while.
Rook.
You better not get it dirty.
Rook.
Papa will have a fit.
Rook. Sorry, sometimes I just get bored and I don't know what to do during a video like this. So I just do these
You better look better.
random faces.
Who is she talking to in there?
Get in the back seat. No. I've kidnapped you and we are going to give
Is
you
your
a little
grandmother
job.
leaving you? She done gone back?
I'm gonna bite her. I'm gonna bite
Oh,
her.
don't be fighting.
Rat, I'm part werewolf. I will claw you. I'm gonna bite your arm off. Shout out to Scrubby.
You can't bite her arm off because he'll have to walk around with one arm all of his life. And he'll look so funny.
Shout out to Scrubby, a YouTuber that I watch. Hey, Gang.
Oh, there's that big boy. Yeah.
No. Gang, I'm on camera.
Well, I swear we meet again.
I'm on camera. I'm on camera.
Here's your mom. Here's your grandma.
He said shake his,
Let them sit in your seats. She's a black one.
Hey, Gang, I'm on
shake his
camera.
hand, Mama.
Oh, shake your hand. Why?
Suzanne, have you seen these back window shades?
No, normally you'll.
You didn't know I had back windows? Well, wait, let him do it now.
I'm on both sides.
Hey, you're on camera. All right, do it.
I'm telling you.
Don't scare the bloomers off of me.
The car goes.
Hey, you're a sweetheart.
On
Suzanne,
camera.
come get your purse for me.
Scrubby's gonna make fun of us. Scrubby's gonna probably say, "This is probably the weirdest family that I've ever seen on YouTube."
Flowers because you had pee.
I had to pee bad.
Come here, look at them.
But they don't
These bloom white.
Them things are pretty.
I mean, they bloom green, and then they turn bright white, and then they go back green when they're drying.
Make up their mind.
I'm gonna cut some and dry them. My hydrangeas. But come here and look at John's.
Is that a hot drink?
It's a limelight. Now this thing.
Flowers, has there been that pretty?
Oh, look at this. Look at that one. Is that not gorgeous? Now this one has started drying out some.
is that?
It's called a papyrus, and that's a sweet potato vine.
Well,
And then he got me some little black-eyed Susans. Now
oh, them
You-
things are beautiful, I think.
you can see that everything's starting to wilt down.
Yeah, but
He cut the lantana back some, but these arrangements that he did with these wingtip begonias,
wait for the sun.
yeah,
Oh, they're beautiful.
aren't they beautiful?
Have you had anybody say anything about
Oh yeah, look at this. Come right here and you can see it real good. Look at those begonias, how they've,
it? Oh, now which one's that?
and then that,
Pretty.
oh, it's been full this summer.
like
It's
a
a
vine.
it's a firecracker bush. And then I've got my geraniums up.
John, have you put all these out?
Oh, John potted every one of them. I've kept them water. And then my geraniums, I need to trim them. But look how,
things are out.
aren't they gorgeous?
And this dude right here, he sure is pretty.
Julianne brought me that. She wanted me to have that when her mother and them are moving. And she wanted me to have that. You can't even pick him up. He's so heavy.
Isn't it?
And then this is Mama Rogers' hydrangea around here. It's wilted down. Yeah, Aunt Joyce gave me this. But I'm going to dry some of these too. Aren't they
Yeah.
beautiful? Things. He potted every one of these. And they have just done beautiful. I've shown. And then these are white geraniums here. And then this is we've been having some blooms on it. I can see something eating on it. This is, oh gosh, I can't remember.
Something eating somewhere.
Yeah, but look at this one right here. Is that thing not, see the papyrus in it has not gotten as big because it's under the shade. But that's got the little white flowers in it.
They're not going to keep her down there the whole time.
You like them?
Oh, they're beautiful.
John boy do good or what on these flowers?
He did beautiful.
Did he not? He potted all of them. Of course, we both watered them and everything. But he does have some great taste, doesn't he?
That's really
They've never been this
well, that
gorgeous.
looks just like pine to me.
It's a firecracker, and at one point during the summer, it was full of those blooms.
For the little purple blooms?
No, the red blooms.
Oh, okay.
The firecracker.
Okay.
That's a million bell.
Yeah.
But these begonias right here, they were just tiny little plants. So we're definitely going to use these begonias. Some things have kind of gotten out of, they've not grown as good. Well, I mean, it's getting,
is beautiful.
is it not?
What is this?
It's a wingtip begonia.
Oh, wingtip. It really looks,
They call it angel wing begonias sometimes.
That's pretty. And this white here is pretty.
That's a geranium.
Yeah.
And then there's another big wingtip begonia. And see, the papyrus that sticks up, it does better up under the shade. See how big that one's got over there in that one?
Do they do better under the shade?
Well, they have. They've grown better.
Well, look at that.
Not grown as big as that other one has.
Yeah.
Well, I just took Mama Love home, closing out for the day. Fixing to go home, fix a little bit of supper. Got to get a shower, deep condition my hair, all that good stuff. So I just wanted to I'll have to delete half of what we talked about today. She's a mess. She is a mess, but I just wanted to bring y'all along. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Bye.